1 second. Hello and welcome to a new edition of Interview with Irene. And today I have brilliant director Kyle Hester with me, and he will be talking about his upcoming movie Preacher 6. So welcome, Kyle. So good to
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and hello to everyone in Skype land.
there you go. Um, so could you tell us a little about the movie and where you came up with the concept?
Sure. Actually, Preacher Six is it's like a small town preacher comes to the big city and ends up fighting demons in a literal sense, and so it's a big action type film with suspense, and there's some demon killing and all kinds of fun stuff. And
Yeah.
the idea, actually, my wife is the screenwriter, Tracy Ray, and she just came up with a magical story with lots of great characters, and it's a lot of fun. I can't wait for it to come out. We're working on it right now, doing the special effects and trying to get it finished up.
Wonderful. And I remember back when you were doing your funding campaign. So, how did it go? And if people are looking to set up similar campaigns, do you have any tips for them?
Well, there's several ways to do it. What I did was Indiegogo, and Indiegogo is not an all or nothing thing. So it's like you can keep basically launching campaigns and keeping whatever you raise, so that that money can go into the bank, and then it's something that you can add to as you go forward. Whereas Kickstarter, I believe, is all or nothing, and because we had to raise so much money to do the film, that I didn't think that we'd be able to raise, off of a social media platform. I didn't think we'd be able to raise, $150,000 in a month. Um, so, and it turns out I was right. So that's why I use Indiegogo and GoFundMe. So we've had several different campaigns on Indiegogo and GoFundMe, during the time, and we actually have one up right now on Preacher Six. We're trying to get some more computing power to work on these special effects. It's a very effects heavy film, and I think that was something that having basically, hey, go big or go home. So I decided, let's do everything on the first film and make it as difficult as possible. So
Wonderful.
yeah, so we're still going.
Wonderful. And I can like link Indiegogo and the GoFundMe in the description in case
Okay,
anyone.
you know what I'm doing now. I think because we've kind of run the gamut with Indiegogo, and GoFundMe has changed their platform a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's actually for some reason like more difficult to raise funds on GoFundMe, just because of the way they set their pages up now.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna write them to let them know, how to fix it, like make it the way that it was. But
Right.
so what I'm doing now is Patreon. So for $3, you can come on and see the behind the scenes on Patreon. That's
All
like the
right.
lowest tier. So if you want to check that out, that's patreon.com, then / Kyle Hester actor guy. So that's what we're doing now. And so basically, we're going to be able to finish up Preacher Six and then get that all paid for and whatnot with the Patreon. Then we're going to roll into the next films, and hopefully we'll just build up, a community of people that want to see independent film through the Patreon, and we'll just keep putting all that money into the film account.
That's great. So I will link the Patreon in my description.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful.
Of course. And you mentioned other films. So are you also looking into sequels or totally different?
Yeah, actually, Preacher 6 is a trilogy.
Oh,
So, yeah, so right now, Tracy is writing the next film in the series. It's called Curse of Ursuline, and so that's coming up next. And so she's writing that. That's gonna be, if you like vampires and you like New Orleans, then you're gonna love Curse of Ursuline, because it's gonna be that's gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah, I've been to New Orleans, so I definitely will check that out too.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that city. I was born in New Orleans, and so
uh,
I'm gonna be, going back home to make a movie when we're ready to do that.
that'll be so good. So are you ready to distribute Preacher 6 or
Yeah.
how's it going?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna be basically self-distributing. So the plan is we're gonna release it on DVD first.
Let's see.
So that'll be and we'll do that actually through Indiegogo. So we'll have like a big Indiegogo release of the film when it's available, so that you can, basically get your DVD there, and then we'll run that for a month, and then uh, or I mean, I think we'll keep it open, so you'll be able to continually, get the DVDs from Indiegogo, and then after that we'll go onto the digital platforms. I think the first one that we're gonna have it available on is going to be Vimeo. So be sure that you have a Vimeo account, um, and that's part of, like, I think Apple TV now. Like, so it's getting wider known.
Yes, I just got mine, so I'm good.
All right, very cool.
Yes. Um, so other than movie making and script writing with your wife, do you have any other interests or
Well, yeah, I mean, we love running together. So, we go to the park and run, and hike, and we also like to check out, like, spooky things. So, we've gone to the haunted zoo here in LA, Griffith Park, and so that's a pretty cool area. But yeah,
uh,
so we just like history, and like to go check out the history of places that we are that we're in.
wonderful? And finally, any advice for future directors and movie makers?
Yeah, I think that basically it's a constantly evolving situation. So it's like whatever, it's like, even if I could tell you exactly what I did, to get Preacher 6 as far as it is now, it
Right,
wouldn't it wouldn't be possible to do it the same way, because the platforms like Twitter changed its rules, and it's like it's more difficult on GoFundMe now. So I think that it's just like learning what the best approach is for what's available at the time. So you're constantly kind of like, adjusting the sales, as it were. And that's one of the reasons why, I'm going to, that I've opened up the Patreon, so that we can have something that's, a little more consistent. Like it's not going to all of a sudden, the platform's not going to change. And it goes, oh my goodness, like, well, what do I have to do now? So I think you just got to be willing and ready to put the work in, whatever the situation is, for the current technology, as it were.
right. Well, that's wonderful advice for, I think, everyone in every field of art. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I think I mean, basically, it's like, whatever you're doing, as far as like if you're a writer, or basically if you need an audience, it's like it's people to check out what you're doing, then you have to build your audience. So
right.
it's like, however, however you do that, so I mean, I think that what I would, if I could just give like simple advice on how to build your audience, would be to follow people that you think would be interested in what you're doing. So like if you're a writer, then you can go to like a writer that does similar stuff to you and follow the people that follow them because they're interested in the same thing that you would be doing. So I think that would be a good way to start building your audience. And just do a little bit every day. You
Right.
don't have to go crazy.
Right. Yes, I agree. And thank you again so much, Kyle, for joining us. And hopefully we'll have you again when Preacher 6 and the sequels will be out. So that would
Thank you so
be
much. Well, I would love to come on anytime. And
so
yeah, you know what? If you don't know, you can go see we have trailers of Preacher Six on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and just look up Preacher Six, spelled out, not the number, then I think we have like 3 or 4 trailers that you can check out to see kind of what the film is about, and you can follow Preacher Six at Preacher Six on Twitter.
yes, and I will link all that below too. So
You're wonderful. Thank you so much.
thank you. You are wonderful too.
Well, you're wonderful. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, and I'll see you next time on Interview with Irene. Bye.
See you next time. Bye,
Bye.
Irene.